Living the dream. Living the dream.
This is the One in Formula podcast. The reason we started this podcast was to enlighten people who are entrepreneurs, future businessmen in the making. Thank you to Sartella Productions for helping me with this program. My label is Living the Dream. You can check my music out, Mell Corbett, on YouTube and every other platform. Today I'm here with my guest, DevanThatDude, man, true certified young gentleman. Definitely been watching your moves and paying attention to you, how you handle yourself, also how you make these beats, how you cranking it out, and getting your name out there. And I definitely feel like you're someone whom people can listen to and find a way to take initiative in what they do. So yeah, absolutely, man. So if you don't mind, introduce yourself, man.
I go by DevanThatDude. Born and raised in Knoxville, Tennessee. I've been making music since 2011. Started DJing, making like EDM stuff, and then slowly transitioned into more hip hop, recording, all that stuff. Took me a long time to get this studio. I've been waiting and praying every day to get this room.
Yeah, man. That's what it takes, man.
It's a blessing.
That's absolutely, man. And then that's the message that I'm trying to get out with this program. Is like just perseverance. I'm sure as you started making music, you had to look inside yourself and bring yourself. I say with music, there's a level that a lot of artists get to where they just know, like, this is it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's got their own unique version of it, but you are someone, like, I remember the first time somebody played me one of your beats, and I heard it, and I was like, who is this dude? Like, what's going on,
Local, right?
Yeah, and a friend, he put me on to you, shout out to Tyler Hayes, too, by the way. He's the one that put me on to you, and he played a couple beats for me, and I was impressed, and I've been in the game for a minute, so few things impress me, especially with the level that rap has reached currently, but all your tunes are fresh, all the artists you work with are fresh and have that similar path, where they're, you're giving them. You remind me of Scott Storch.
I'm hungry for it. Like you said, looking back inside yourself, like I've had to I don't say rebrand, but I've had to look at myself and be like, change this, and this is, don't follow this just because people like it. Like, do and make your type of music. Stay true to yourself.
Stay true. Yeah, absolutely, man. So, what do you say motivates you the most? What makes you keep your eyes on the prize?
Oh gosh, right now it's like my family.
And what do you say to someone who's going through that struggle where they're working very hard on their projects, their art, and they just feel discouraged? What seed would you give them to keep them pushing forward on the creative aspect?
Man, so many things. One is, I feel like a lot of people, like you talking about just a second ago, is on that competitive tip, I guess, and constantly looking sideways and I guess comparing yourself to other artists and what everybody else is going on, and social media doesn't help at all, because you're constantly looking at everybody uploading. They were at the party last night, and they were at this last night, and they were doing this. So you're constantly looking this way instead of just looking straight. Do it at your pace. Take your time. Listen to new music. That's the number one.
Keep your mind open.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And another one I feel like too is people, artists, I feel like get kind of, I know people, or I guess artists want to stick to their certain sound, and that's, man, stick with your sound, but also I feel like artists need to branch out and find other producers. That's why I feel like you guys, a lot of people that are coming through now, it's finally
man. Well, you definitely make it easy, because
people don't want to go to the studio, but man, get out of your bedroom, get out of your house, find a studio, find somebody that's making music, collab. Like, everybody wants to do it themselves, and you don't have to do it yourself. And with that, obviously, stuff doesn't come for free.
I'm also learning to, like you say, when you it costs to put your art out. You know, with this music business, I've definitely learned myself, like, yeah, you got to venture out. You know, there's a lot of things you can do yourself, but, you know, having somebody else's creative eye gives, you know, a different in-depth feel to your music. I mean, I've been recording a lot of music by myself, mainly because I get the ideas, like, fresh off the top.
Right.
I'm, like, on the way home from work or wherever, and you know, something hit me, and I'm like, man, I need to record that, like, right away. That has to go down.
And I think that's so awesome. And you, like, everybody take those ideas, write them down, but then put them in a room with somebody that you don't really know, like an artist or another producer. Give them fresh ears. Somebody that doesn't really listen to that music.
Yeah.
Send it to them. Be like, hey man, like just. But you got to be open to
great ideas.
Open to constructive criticism.
Absolutely,
as well.
Man. That's the
don't
biggest
get your
thing.
feelings hurt.
Absolutely. Yeah. You know, you can word this how you want, but I want your honest opinion. When you look at music right now, do you think that there is any kind of lane for artists that might have a positive message?
Yeah. There's a lane for it. I mean, there's positive stuff everywhere, but it just gets overshadowed with the trash that's everywhere.
Absolutely, and it's a lot of it. You know, nonetheless, it's part of the business and it's the world we're in.
I don't really see, like, I think about back in the day too, like the 80s and 90s, like I feel like there would be like open mics, if you will, and bars and venues would host them to see who's got it around in the scene. So you'd come out and perform. I mean, if you don't have it, then you don't have it, but like, that was more or less your American Idol back in the day.
Right.
So you'd start at a local bar, and then you work your way out. 5
years down the road, where do you want to be?
Well, if I'm gonna be completely honest, I would like to be out of the city because I
respect it.
I love the city. I don't think
you gotta have your...
Because like I was saying, like I feel like there's got to be somebody that's got. I can't be the only studio in this city that wants to work with other people. You can't be. I mean, I'm not a gatekeeper. I want to work with everybody.
100%.
But also at the same time, you got to come up here with a little bit of a repertoire and kind of know what you're doing, or you get one session and then we're gonna talk about future stuff. You know.
Thank you, my brother.
No, thank you, man.
You need anything, you know I'm a call away, man. You couldn't pick anyone better for this.
More.
Much love and much success. More growth, more power, more everything.
All of it.
Winning Formula Podcast, baby. Shout out Sartella Productions. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be doing this more often, and we're going to be getting you the information you need from the right people. Thank you. Peace and love.
I just want to give you a props, gang, because you are not just the most reliable, but one of the most consistent producers here in the city, man.